What's up guys, Barry Gaming here, back with more Idle Heroes and back with more Carrie action. In the last video we did our 2000 summons. Thank you so much to Tristan Storm for letting us use this account so far tonight. And we built our E5 Carrie, so she is good to go. She is all situated. We have her in Ranger gear. We have an okay stone. We have a decent artifact. At least I think we're gonna do PvE oriented things first. And Aspen, we could try, we could try, fearless armor, something like that. But I feel like we should try to go with some damage on her, honestly. Give her a shot, see what she can do. We're gonna try a couple different things today. We're going for a more defensive setup right here. And actually, you know what? Just for Aspen, we're going to do Aspen Dungeon first because this account has it. Let's actually just swap over to the Fearless Armor. I feel like the tankier is the better because I don't think she's going to perform all that well here. But we'll have to see. Alright, let's just throw that in, smash away. We are in death, and let's jump in. Let's throw Carrie in. Throw her to the wolves. She might die wave 1. I don't expect much solo from Carrie. Let's see how this goes. I'm not too optimistic here. Oh my goodness. Although that dodge was huge. Guys, you've seen how many times she is dodging attacks? That was crazy. She went from almost dying to beating 2 Asmodels. That is crazy. Alright, let's top her off. That dodge is some crazy damage mitigation. I don't know if that's gonna stay as is. That just seems ridiculously broken. It's just like, oh my goodness. This is the easiest way right here to see if, or I'd rather see how the dodge mechanic works. Oh. Yeah, I didn't think so. I think it was more or less the heroes we were up against. I figured we'd just throw her in there, see what she could do, but was not expecting all that much. The other thing I want to give a try is just to jump into Seal Land. Do we have energy? Yeah, we do. We'll just do a few Seal Land attempts too. I mean, honestly, Carrie is gonna be a PvP hero, and that's where we really want to shine. So I figured we'd get a few of these things out of the way and then head over to the really good stuff. So we are on Seal Land 8 on this account, going into Seal Land 9. We don't have much of a team at all, honestly, on this account. Man, we don't really have much of anything. But we will give it a try. We do have a Monster Phoenix maxed out. We'll just give it a shot. I mean, honestly, I feel like between these two, they should be able to get to the low teens. Let's take a look and see how she ends up working out. Okay, I mean, she did a lot of damage right there, that's for sure. Let's watch this active, though, come up. Ooh. Just nuking people down. Granted, we are in Seal Land 8. It's ridiculously easy, but not too bad, not too bad. The real question, though, is we'll have to watch. I want to see if the marks are considered CC or not. Because if they are considered CC, the boss in the back will not be affected by it. Alright, let's take a look at this active right here. So it looks like that we didn't get any marks on anybody that round. Even though it's 70% chance, we didn't really get any marks. Yeah, it's going pretty good. I mean, we have a max pet, so that pretty much guarantees you getting past Seal Land 10 at the very least for almost any team you have, I feel like. But yeah, decent damage. I'm not sure, not 100% sure how she's going to do in PvE, but we do have Flame Shrine up, so we will try that as well. Oh, you know what? Did I leave? I left the wrong enables on and everything, I think, as well, didn't I? Or did I switch it? We'll go check here in a minute. Alright, Carrie did get the Phoenix active, which is really, really good. And Carrie's going to be one that's really hard to quantify her value, much similar to Gustin, because her worth isn't just her damage or anything like that. Her worth comes from draining energy. And as you see, she just keeps draining energy to that front slot hero lately. And just making it so they never even get to use an active. There we go. Down they go. Yep, Carrie just putting a lot of work. Amon-Ra doing a ton of damage. Before we continue though, let's just make sure we had our Carrie set up the way we wanted. I want to throw this back on. And let's just throw Purify on, just in case. Jump into 12, see how far she can push. I wish we had more baby Amon-Ras on this account, but hey, you can't be too picky. So far, I can't really tell what her mark looks like. I don't know if we've just been unlucky or if it's just something you can't see. I mean, maybe it's that little kind of hunched over person right there. Yeah, see, I don't really see anything on anybody. We're gonna have to do a little research, look around, see what it actually is. No, the little hunched over is definitely from Mim. Damage-wise, we don't have much because we're already struggling to do damage. And we're in round 9 in a pretty early Sealand. So that's not a great sign. Oof. Honestly, we're going to have to rely on the Amon-Ras to kill this guy right here. It's not going to be Carrie. It's going to be... Well, that one... That damage at the end was definitely Carrie's. That little tick right there where, depending on how much health they've lost, they lose health. That's interesting. See, again, I don't really see any marks for the active at all. Ooh, we might be as far as we're gonna make it for dark right here. Although Carrie might be able to live here quite a bit. Ooh, no, not really dodging many attacks here. So sadly, that's not gonna work. What we could do though, we could throw her slot 1. And get a little preview of what the little dark spirit looks like and what happens in the meantime. Might be worthwhile. Protect our back line a little longer. Alright, let's see if she goes down here. So that's what the spirit looks like when she dies. There's, do you see any indicators to tell you how many stacks she has? No, not at all. Literally, you just have to keep track of rounds and to see how many people have died. That is not, if I'm missing something, guys, point it out. But that's crazy. I didn't see anything to let us know at all. Okay. Not going to be a good idea throwing her up front, but overall, I don't think Carrie is going to be an Aspen hero. She's not going to be a Sealand hero, I don't think either. Although maybe like low-level ones will be used just to drain energy, kind of as like a support hero. But as far as E5 goes, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, DA, one E5 DA with Baby Roz can clear Sealand 20, so... She's definitely nothing that's going to be amazing in a situation like this. So if you're looking to push Sealand, build the DA first still. And then you could always swap or something. But yeah, she's not a huge damage dealer. Especially when Amon-Ra's doing almost as much damage. It's nothing that impressive. Yeah, overall it's just not looking great. But... it's good to test. We gotta find out what her niche is. Definitely not Aspen, I don't think so far. Definitely not Sealand either. But we do have one good test, and that is going to be some PvE content. But before we jump into that, because I know people are going to ask, let's just briefly go over her skills, just so you have a basis of what's going on if you haven't had a chance to check her out yourself. So, her active skill, it deals 220% attack damage against 4 random enemies. So, on those 4 enemies, it causes energy oscillation. And then it also has a 70% chance per target to inflict a devouring mark. So let's start off with energy oscillation. That's the one that's guaranteed to land. For every 1 point of energy the target has, they will receive 6% attack damage of Carrie's attack damage for that total amount. So if you have 10, you're going to take 60% attack damage if they have 10 points of energy. As the higher you go, the higher it gets. You know, if they're full energy, it's going to do 600% attack, which is pretty strong. But the devouring mark that has a chance to land is triggered when the mark target's energy reaches 100 or above. So for every 1 point of energy the target has, it will receive 10% attack damage. So very similar to the other one, it works very similar. But the mark will also zero out the target's energy bar as soon as that happens. So they just lose their active, they don't get to use their active. The first passive is all the, literally the passives on the account. You get 25% attack, so she's very glass cannon-y. She does have control immunity, 30%. She's very, very fast, speed of plus 60. She'll be one of the fastest. She'll still be slower than Ada. I'll have to look at other heroes though, but overall she will be pretty quick. And the huge thing that I feel like is broken, as you saw in that Aspen part, has a 40% chance to just dodge an attack. So they used to have dodge in the game and they took it out because they thought it was a little too unfair, but it's back in. So I don't know about that. That's always been a pretty broken mechanic, to just completely dodge any incoming attack. Don't know if it affects passives. We'll have to watch. So the second passive, the basic attack targets 1 random enemy, so not great for a basic attack. Deals an okay amount of damage, but it increases them 50 points of energy. And then inflicts them with Outburst of Magic. And what Outburst of Magic does is, for every 1 point of energy the target has, you're giving them 50, so 50 is going to be a minimum. It will receive 6% damage based on Carrie's attack. And then after that happens, all that energy it just gave it is going to zero out that energy bar. So it raises the energy up, deals the damage, drains the energy, so they get 0 benefit from that energy. It's pretty solid. It's really going to be a PvP ability. We'll have to watch PvE though to see if it works. And the last one is her Resurrect ability. It's what you saw in our Sealand abilities. It essentially, when you die, you get 4 rounds of being this shadow, because it takes 4 layers of spirit power to resurrect, and she gains 1 layer every round. So she's guaranteed, so long as you have a team member alive, to resurrect in 4 rounds. But there's a bonus. When the round ends, she deals damage to the enemy with the lowest health for 50% of that character's lost HP. Of course capped at 1500% of Carrie's attack, but that can be some huge damage. And as another side bonus, whenever another hero dies, she gains another one of those layers of spirit power. So if she dies and then you kill 3 enemies, instantly resurrects at 100% HP and 100 points of energy, which is nasty. So you know what we're going to do next. We're going into some PvE action. I think we have Dark Arthendal. So this one I don't know. We're going to go Balance Strike. Feel like we need to do that. Not going to use you. Belrain. We're just going to go straight attack enables right there. That should be fine. That should be fine. I think that's good. We got the Carrie. Don't really need an Amun-Ra, but we don't have... Let's see. We're going to use Belrain. We're going to use Carrie. We're going to use Garuda, Horus, Heartwatcher, Sigmund. Yeah, that sounds good. So let's come over here. This will make the fight take a little bit longer, which will be a little rough, but We'll throw Garuda in. Why not? Why not? Oh, we're not using Penny because we're using all of Penny's gear. So let's come over here. Horse as well. We're going to throw you in slot 1. That's for sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, of course, let's just make sure they are still set up in a decent setup. Just throw any old defensive artifact on here. Give him more health as well. Oh, no, we don't have it. Nah, we'll just stick with the stick star set. Okay, so let's jump into guild. Let's see what type of damage we can do. It looks like it's already been going on, so, and we are number 1. Oh yeah. Alright, let's throw a battle in here. Horror slot 1. We'll then do Sigmund, I guess. We'll throw a Carrie, Garuda, and Heartwatcher. Throw the Phoenix pet on, and go to town. Okay, so the energy drain does look like it affects PvE bosses. That's good to know. They still have no... Okay, this must be the indicator on the ground right here. We just didn't see it in Sealand at all. That is the mark that Carrie puts on enemies with the active ability. So that's the one that'll make it drain your energy down to 0. Let's see. Oh man, those basic attacks are just going to be rough. I don't foresee her being very strong in PvE, honestly. Compared to Terra, where Terra's one of the best heroes in PvE and very solid in PvP. I think it's going to be the opposite, where Carrie is very poor in PvE, but very, very strong in PvP. So let's watch this target here. Watch the energy. So the second you see that right there, use the basic attack to max the energy bar out. The second that happens, because she had the mark on it, it zeroed out that energy bar. See if we can see one more maybe coming up here. Alright, so these two right here, that energy was 100%, dipped right down. Let's watch this DA, and as soon as she gets all the way up to 100%, you'll see it drain all the way back down, which is going to make Carrie very strong in PvP, but is kind of counterproductive when you have an Ada on your team. Yep, there you go. All the energy is gone. It's very counterproductive, though, when you have an Ada, because Ada's mark damage is based on your enemies using their actives. If they're not using as many actives, Ada will not be doing as much damage. Don't know if that's good, bad, whatever. We'll have to see. Yeah, the damage numbers are overall pretty low. I think what Carrie will be considered is a support damage dealer. She's not really a tank. Definitely not a healer, obviously. She's not really a damage dealer in PvE. We'll have to see how she is in PvP. Again, I kind of hold true to this. She's more of a support damage dealer, where she's not your shining star of damage, but she makes it so the other team, she just increases your value. It's kind of like a Unimax. The Unimax automatically makes your team much stronger against the enemy most of the time. So overall, damage doesn't look like it's going to be all that good for her in PvE. We'll smash a couple times. Just take a look. I don't want this to take too long for you guys. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I mean, Carrie's doing less damage than a 10-star Sigmund. That's what I was figuring. Let's do one more smash. We'll just get through it. I mean, it's pretty much what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting that much out of her. But, you know, you can be optimistic. And you know, let's just jump through. I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. Yeah, I mean, that damage on par with a Sigmund that's 10-star, that is kind of garbage tier for PvE. So, Note to self and note to everybody, she is not a PvE hero. Do not try to make her a PvE hero. She is PvP, and that's pretty much it. So let's get her tankified. I think we're going to build her for speed. And we'll lower the crit damage. Put that there. Swap you back to unbending. I don't know what to put here. We don't really have too many options. Don't want nail. Yeah, I think we'll just... I mean, stun immunity would be great. But I feel like that's gonna be what we want to stick with for right now. Let's make sure we switch Garuda back. There we go. Penny, we're gonna sit Penny for right now. I don't really want to use Penny. I want to use all the gear we have on our other heroes. We'll just leave Horus as our slot 1 hero. And then let's just check and make sure the gear setups look okay for PvP. I think so. I don't know if we'd want to put speed. I don't know if speed would be... Oh, let's just leave antlers on for right now. Let's see what we're stuck on. Oh, so this is interesting. We're stuck on a Mim Wave. There's no way she can beat a Mim Wave, right? There's absolutely no way she can live through a Mim Wave. I'm pretty sure I don't even have to really look. Unless she dodges like every attack known to man, there is no way this is gonna work. There's no way. She just has no damage yet. It's not something. She's not gonna be that solo carry like a Unimax Wooden Tower. But I'll be right back and we'll try out some PvP fights. Alright guys, we are back. Let's try to find some decent opponents. Not really sure who has the good teams on this server. If we have to, we will jump into the actual arena. Oh, actually no. Oh, that's what it is. Tristan, he has this account from one of his guildmates that I think quit the game. Let's actually fight his account then. That should be interesting. Let's see. Granted, we probably have the better team, I will say that. That looks like what we want. Let's make sure we throw the Phoenix in there. Yeah, let's see how our Carrie does. We'll do some of these fights and a little bit of slow-mo. Oh, not that one. Right there. Let's see how this ends up working out. I want to see all of Carrie's abilities going off. Now, the one thing to note is they do have Augustin on that team, so that is counterproductive. That's a good counter to Carrie, that's for sure. We do have a Carrie active coming up, though. All right. So we have two of them. Garuda. Oh, just absolutely decimated Garuda. Guys, did you see that? Not a ton of damage, but very important damage. That Garuda had full health or full energy and it just wiped her out. Oh man, next time we see an active coming from this girl right here, we need to just watch and see what happens. Of course, these are long fights. We got a Garuda on each side. It's just the meta we're in right now. But let's see who we hit with Carrie. I think Belrain goes second with speed. Man, even Amon-Ra's going faster than a Carrie here. And Augustin. Alright, come on, Carrie. It's your turn. Come on, Carrie. I don't want to miss this. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's super slow. Come on, Carrie. When is it your turn? Alright. So we have one on Amon-Ra. I mean, whenever she uses her next attack, she's just instantly going to die. Or whenever she caps out that energy right there. But she's going to die anyway, so that's not a good example. Let's try one more fight. And granted, yes, we do have a full E5 team. And we're going up against a team that only has a E1 Ada. So that is a decent difference. Alright, so let's see how this goes here. I think right here's Carrie after our Amun-Ra. Yeah, there we go. We didn't hit any of them procced with the mark, so that is a little disappointing. That's going to be the one thing, is she'll kind of suffer. Well, we don't really need to watch the rest of that. We know what's going to happen there. But again, she's not a huge damage dealer. Garuda's still just really carrying. Let's see if we can find another team on here that might be... I'm guessing JML might be the top guild on the server, but I'm not sure if there's any really strong heroes here. Let's jump into arena. Let's see who the top players are. So that's not a full E5 team. Okay, we gotta go up for Haichu. Right? Haichu, is that how it was said? They have a Tara. That'll be an interesting matchup. That's the one we went up against right there. Not close to E5. It's kind of hard to test when we're not on a full E5 meta server. Why? Okay, let's go see if we have some of them on here as well. So we definitely need to be fighting the JML. The JML players, that's for sure. You weren't one. I don't think you were either. Oh, here's one of them. This one could be a good matchup. Let's jump in, do the same matchup. Take a look. Maybe we'll get to see how Tara does against our Carrie. That's the worst target possible. Carrie just hit Tara. And Tara does not care about energy. He really doesn't. Honestly, his basic attack does better job at putting Power of Light on the team than the active does, honestly. So we do have our Power of Light on everybody in the back row. But we are going down. That's the big difference. We have a ton of healing on this team. Ooh, these two right here. Yeah, you're going down. I mean, Carrie is a very good support hero, I feel like. I don't know if you can win with just Carrie. We could do some fights where we put a weaker team in and try to go up against people that have pretty similar matchups, you know, damage-wise. And again, Carrie's not really a big damage dealer. It's her support capabilities that I feel like are the best part. And guys, I know this is going to be a quick overview. If you're wanting that deep dive look at the hero, as I am too, I can't wait till Zeals puts out a video. I mean, everybody here should probably know who Zeals is, right? If you don't know about him, go check out Zeals' YouTube. He does amazing deep dives, especially since he has access to so many whales accounts. He'll probably even have access to a double carry account this weekend. Can't wait to see it. Oh man, it's just absolutely the damage might be good. See, it's still not even that much damage. It's just damage at very important times. It really gets it to the point where you can just nuke down an entire team. So we got Haichu. Don't think there was anybody else. So let's come back up to... Where was he? Let's go back to Tristan. Actually, no. You know what? Let's try to find someone that has a more average team. Let's take a look at what it would be like in more or less the early game. So let's just take out... Let's take out Belrain. Let's take out you and you. Alright, we'll just throw some lesser fodder heroes. This is a pretty similar lineup to what they have. Of course, we just put 2 PvE heroes in. But I'm kind of looking to see what Carrie can do against E5s. Because, you know, the good majority of people out here that's watching this, you're not at the E5 team yet. I mean, honestly, the good majority of the players I feel like that watch Idle Heroes content aren't full E5 teams. She's kind of wrecking them, I think. Maybe I should take Garuda out so we can get an even better look to see who's doing the damage. If Garuda's not in, can we still win? Because as of right now, Garuda is still the MVP by far. Let's see this active here. Yeah, that's really good damage. And she lives. See, that's pretty good. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Garuda was out. Don't listen to me, guys. That was pretty good, though. She is decent. I will say that. She's good. She does what she does really good. Look at that. We just dropped Penny's energy like all the way down with that basic attack. We got a seal on here. Oh, wow. Did you see that? Penny almost lost her entire health bar by getting full energy. That was crazy. Let's see who Carrie hits this time. Takes out the Terra in the back. Alright, she just killed herself using her active, but that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. She's definitely holding her own. Let's find someone else that has a kind of similar power team. I want to find someone that has like 3 or 4 E5s. No. Come on, guys. Give us something we can use. I mean, that's just too much. We can try doing a lesser powerful lineup, though. No, I don't want to do that. We've already fought you. Come on, there's got to be someone else here that's got a decently good lineup. You know what we could do? We could go up against that with this lineup. I feel like that's pretty even. I feel like that's even. Let's say actually even swap that out right there. Alright, let's watch Carrie's active right here coming up. Oh, that was some decent damage. I will say though, Garuda still outshines Carrie. And this is the interesting thing. Can Carrie take on a 1v4? I don't think so. She just doesn't have that self-sustain you need. Oh, that was a good burst, though. Oh, wow. Wow. Guys, oh, do I stand corrected or what? Did you see that? Oh, man. She got full energy and just completely destroyed herself. Oof. She definitely has some burst, that's for sure. So this is where we want to slow it down and see what happens here. So Belrain gets that big old heal, and really Belrain is definitely the MVP here. I like how she kind of like phase shifts out whenever she blocks or dodges something. Alright, let's see what happens here. In slow motion, active ability coming from our E5 Carrie. A lot of damage, that's for sure. We don't have any marks on these two, though. And a little dodge right there. Still nothing there. Drained energy, of course, which is good, but Garuda's just gonna one-shot you still. It's very random. She does a ton of damage early game. Early and mid game, I think Carrie will do very well. She will suffer because she's not a solo carry, so you really shouldn't build a carry for carry purposes. Yeah, that was a tongue twister. Sorry. That was a little confusing, huh? I don't know. I think I'm really going to have to wait to see some more of the whales building these carries and putting them in the full E5 meta, because right now it's just really hard to tell exactly how good she is. She can be very good, yes. But I feel like she's more of a support, or if she doesn't have support, not amazing. Man, that Belrain is just putting so much healing into this girl. I am just draining that. It's just draining that energy over and over and over again. Oh, man. Yep, Carrie carrying it. So let's come back in. Let's try to go back to one of these fights where it's a little better of a matchup. I know Penny doesn't have any gear. Actually, you know, let's throw that in there. One healer. We'll throw Penny in. No gear, so she's not going to be that great. But I feel like it might even the teams out since they don't have a full E5 team. So we'll just throw Penny in there without equipment. Might be a huge mistake, but kind of want to see what Carrie does in comparison to a Garuda on your same team. Alright, so here's the important part coming up here. With our, okay, yeah, Garuda's just gonna die instantly because she already had full energy. Whew, just taking people out on here, right? That was a really good one. So honestly, the way that I feel like Carrie works the best, I mean, Garuda's still doing 2 to 3 times more damage than the Carrie is, but the big burst that Carrie has is when the enemies have full energy. And then you hit, oh, CC, that's going to be tough. But when they have full energy and you hit them with the devouring mark, it just instantly one-shots them. But in this situation right here, does not look good. Alright, she goes down, so we'll see how she works out. So she should have 1 layer of the Shadow Resurrection. I forget the name. Okay, so that's 1 layer right there because Horse died. 2 layers, Garuda died. So she should be coming back up next round, I believe. Nope, it's going to be 1 more round. Ooh, this is not looking good. She's not going to make it there. Alright. So I think what we want to do is definitely throw her back in the back row. Put our Ada back up front. See how that works out. Victory again. Pretty much even damage across the board, but Carrie just really isn't your Carrie hero. But yeah, I mean, I know this was just a very brief overview. We'll do a little more testing this weekend, but I gotta thank Tristan Storm so much once again for letting us borrow this account to build this E5 Carrie and do some little testing. I know it wasn't a lot. It probably wasn't the best, you know, in-depth advice. Sorry, guys. Overall, as of right now, I think Carrie is another good hero. I don't think she's broken OP by far, and I think that is perfect for the meta we're in. She has her niche, she has things she does really well, and she has her weaknesses. So, overall, I think she's a good hero. Definitely pick her up, especially if you save scrolls. There's really no point saving them longer, I don't think. Granted, we might get like an Abyss hero next that's just crazy good. You never know. Look at what Garuda ended up being, so. Hope you guys enjoy this. Make sure if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Go visit our last Sunday news video. Once we hit 4,000 subscribers, we will be doing 5 giveaways. We'll be doing 2 iOS, 2 Android, and 1 random giveaway between the 2. So I really want to thank you guys so much for all the support so far. I can't believe how fast we're growing. Get us to that 4,000 subscriber mark and we'll be doing giveaways. We'll be doing more as well. Look forward to an event overview later this weekend, maybe even tomorrow on Friday. Might be Friday for you already, but hey, well, it's on Friday, possibly. If not, look for it Saturday, and we'll try to do more Carrie content as well, so you guys get a little better understanding of the hero. I hope this helped at least a little bit. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.